Good morning, guys. Welcome to another edition of Dark Dial Studio. I just finished waking up and I'm having a little peace and quiet because the honey is still asleep. So I am going to take advantage of making this video and letting you guys see the finished product of the Apocalypse diner that I made. So also you get to see me in all my glory with bags under my eyes and everything. I did this just for you guys. I love it. Alright, so let me go ahead and put my coffee down and let me switch on the camera to the other side here. Show you what I have been doing. My studio is a little bit of a mess because I am in the process of getting married. So we are working on our invitations and our decorations and whatnot. Oh, they were in a bag here somewhere. Well, we had just finished buying a bunch of stuff at Michael's for our invitations and stuff that we have for the decorations in the middle of the tables and whatnot. So we're doing a lot of it ourselves because we are having a beach wedding and that already costs, you know, a lot of dioramas I can't pay for it. But anyway, here it is, guys, in all its glory. All done. I'm hoping the light gets it really good because I'm using the light, the overhead light here. Usually when it's a little bit brighter out, the lighting looks really, really good. But it's a very cloudy, windy day, and means basically here in South Florida that it is going to rain. Hopefully it pours because I love thunder and lightning. But anyway, here we go. Alright, hold on. Walter, can you please get out? Can I have my chair back? Fine. Okay. So, let me take this stuff out of here. Sorry for the movement of the camera, guys. I know that when I see this in other videos, I feel like throwing up. But, alright, Walter, you're scooching over here. Grab my coffee. Alright guys, here it is. The very long name diorama. It's a post-apocalyptic zombie diorama. I got this inspiration from a concept art called The Diner. It is mostly, I would say, 99% accurate, true to the actual artwork. The only difference is the figures. In the reference photo that I had posted, I believe in the previous video, excuse me, I'm drinking my coffee, it was just a guy in a backpack with a gun, just walking around, just walking right through here. No zombie or anything, but the only thing that made it seem like it is a zombie apocalypse type artwork, excuse me, is that the sign said, "Keep away infected." So, if you refer back to that last video and you see the artwork that I focused on, you will see it's pretty much what you see here. So let me go through what I did. Alright, so I think I touched over a little bit on how I did the diner, but this is all foam core. Foam board to some of you, foam core to some of the other yous. And I just did, slits. Cut the holes for the windows and the doors, obviously. Oops. Like that. And gave it lots and lots of layers of coloring just to give it that particular look. I was really trying to stay true to the actual picture. Now I do play with some wood. This is balsa wood. The shades. That's just a piece of cardboard that I measured, and I made the slits all the way through, and then I got like some sort of flat tiny screwdriver or flathead and just started popping out the slits to make it look like, it was just coming apart. Okay. The groundwork. I started off doing it with clay. I woke up the next morning, the clay was completely cracked. Now, I worked with the Crayola clay because it was on sale. You guys don't ever do it. If you're doing a large piece like that, don't use that clay, because it was horrendous. I saved the pieces though. I might use them for something else. So I went to plan B and I used paper mache. Cellulose clay, that's what it was called. Cellulose clay, paper mache type stuff. And it gave it the really weird groundwork. For a minute there, it looked like, you know, hey, you can do like ocean waves on this, and I think you can. So it really worked in my favor. It gave it a lot of little bumps and hillies type thing. I don't know if you can kind of see it. It's not a huge, you know, you can't notice it that much, but it's just enough. Alright, so anyway, after that was dried after a couple of days, that's the only bad part. It took about 2.5 days to dry. I started adding the grass, and the grass is basically an old technique that I've seen, pencil shavings and wood shavings. You can either use them as is or ground them, and I have a magic bullet that I use that I went ahead and did that. Then before I did that, I gave it a lot of color, different greens, some light browns, and let that dry for another day, and then pour the glue and water mixture all over the place and started sprinkling all over. Then for this case, what I did was I put some brown wash all over the grass because it was still a little too bright for me. So I dumbed it down a bit, and it just looks like, you know, unkept, not being taken care of. It's an apocalypse, you know. Everything's just kind of dying. The only green thing here is this one little tree. That's a very pathetic attempt at a treatment, and I watched a lot of videos. I don't want to go in there. Forget it. Let's go into the car. The car is a metal die-cast car. Get out of the way, tree. Metal die-cast car that I found at a thrift shop. Perfect size. And what I did was I just brown washed it all over. I dulled down the glossy look. Then I gave it the rust stains, more brown wash, black wash, so I was satisfied with the way it was looking. Then here I gave it the mud treatment. Basically I have actual playground sand. I have a big tub of it actually. Playground sand, glue, a little bit of water, and different browns if you want to give it that color. And mix it, and just start pouring it in. Same thing I did here with the tires. Now, the glossy look is, once it was dried, I put Mod Podge Gloss. Mod Podge Gloss, and I'll show you what that is, folks. This right here. Okay? This is awesome to give it that kind of look, and I'll show you what else I put it on. So here was supposed to be a puddle, and you can kind of see, if I can, oops, figure fell. It's a little bit glossy there. Now, what I did there was, it was supposed to be a large puddle. And I'm going to tell you something you shouldn't do, okay? Don't pour resin on top of Mod Podge, at least if it's not 100% cured. Because what happened was, when I did do that, I don't have patience, so I did that. When I woke up the next day, there was some white spots, a lot of white spots, and I was pissed. So I thought, what can I do to fix this? So I ended up getting some brown paint, a little bit watered down, and I started to touch up all the areas that were white so you wouldn't see it. So therefore, my puddle is gone, which I'm not happy about, because I love to stay true to the actual reference photo that I'm working on, or working with. And once that paint was dried, then I went back with the Mod Podge, and I just started doing that kind of effect. So now it just looks like muddy water, which is still okay. There's a little bit of the puddle left because the white didn't affect it there. Overall, I'm very happy with the way this came out. Really, I am. I just don't like it when I make mistakes, but then again, if you don't make mistakes, you don't learn. Anyway, the sign here I made with a balsa wood, a little bit of antique white paint. These branches here are not real branches. I actually made them with wire. Let me see if I can put my hand here without. There we go. Wire. I saw this neat little trick on Lou Towan's YouTube channel, and I'm sure there's other people that do it as well, but I saw him because I'm subscribed to his channel. He's he makes railroad dioramas and all that good stuff, and he has a lot of neat tricks. So this is like really thin, I think it was like a 25 gauge wire. You can get at the floral department. You wrap it around, do the strings, pull out the strings, you know, I mean the, you know, the, what do you call it, the little branches. Then you put Mod Podge on it, coat the whole thing, and it just coats all the wire. And it still gives it that branchy look once it's dry. It kind of dries clear, but then what you do is you just paint over it with the brown that you want. Okay? And that's what I did. And it's awesome. And you can do trees, branches, whatever you want. I think that's really, really rad. But anyway, other than that, you know, some things are real, like that ugly tree is real. And some of these rocks are real because they're from the playground sand. Some of these are manufactured, you know, these things right here. Not real. But overall, I'm very, very, very happy with the way this came out. The little dude that was over here fell down, sorry. And that's it. I will be posting this on my Etsy shop. If anyone is interested, it is for sale. And other than that, that's it, guys. If you have any comments or suggestions, you know I take it all in. I do respond to you, and anything of value, I swear I will take it to heart, because I had a lady who is one of my subscribers and gave me the fantastic idea of what to do with this roof, because I was like at odds at how do I make the little curvature and make it flat. And she gave me a fantastic idea with doing a paper mache with, you know, kind of glue, water, and newspaper. And that's it. Just if you like the video, subscribe. You know, I got tons more videos that you can see. Lots of things you can learn, hopefully, and I'd love to see your videos. Let me know what you're up to, and I'll definitely check it out, and I will comment, because I love to see new work always. You guys have been fantastic. I love you all. You have a great weekend, and I will talk to you later.